Yo, everyone. Good morning. Hope you're having a great day today. What we are doing today is coming north, going for a hike, coming into the mountains. We're gonna have some local barbecue. Very excited to share it, and thank you for giving us a reason to explore what looks to be one of the coolest little day trip ideas right here in Chiang Mai. Whew. So if I look cold to you, that's because I am very cold. In the north of Thailand, it can get pretty chilly. Even on a day like this with brilliant sunshine, we have come up in altitude a little bit. So I've noticed next to this river in Mae Rim, as the river comes down from the Mon Jam area, they've been building all of these like rafts and bamboo sort of constructions, these restaurants, and they're all grilling. Lee and I said, yeah, we gotta make a video and share this exact experience. So we had coffee already. We're gonna have barbecue lunch, maybe dip our feet in the river, enjoy the atmosphere under the bamboo. It really is just so magical, so unique. สไตล์แบบนี้เรียกว่าไก่ย่างค่ะไก่ย่างมาอบให้มันสุกกระดูกอ๋อครับแล้วก็มีปลาเผาด้วยมีหลายอย่างเลยค่ะนอกจากปลานิลมีปลาอย่างอื่นไหมปลาทับทิมแล้วก็หมกอะไรเป็นแหนมค่ะหมกแหนมแนะนำตำอะไรบ้างครับมีหลายอย่างอยู่ค่ะมีตำดูต่อที่เจอจุดแรกเลยตำส้มโอเหลืองโอเคขอบคุณครับพี่ I'm not an expert with northern language, with northern culture yet, but I'm learning. But check this out. I can teach some northern dialect right here. Bik ma bakkan mai chao. Go ahead and see you again next time. Wow, this is actually like 4 or 5 different levels. I have to look where I'm walking. I think I'm a little bit too tall for this, but okay. It's just so pretty. Oh yeah, 093 2284. So just now taking the order, she asked for my phone number. I said, wait, what? She said, if you want to order anything more, just call this number. I've never heard of that, but that is genius. The stairs getting down here are like pretty intense. You could fall easily, but also for them, they have to walk a long way down here to serve. You use your own phone in the restaurant. Okay, shoes off for a second time. We have our own raft right here. We move tables. The sound here is much more ideal for a video. This is so excellent. I cannot believe that we've never done this before. This is so cool. ต้องชมน้องด้วยเก่งมากครับอันนี้ก็ลงยากเก่งมากครับขอบคุณครับตำสตรอเบอรี่แล้วก็ตำมะม่วงอันนี้ข้าวหมูย่างใช่ไหมแล้วก็ไก่ย่างว้าวสุดท้ายไส้อั่วขอบคุณมากครับ So I said, you are awesome. You deserve a big thumbs up. For me, even walking without carrying 6 plates of food, I almost tripped. She carried all this. So I said, good job. You deserve a thumbs up. Wow. So we've got barbecue, number 1, number 2, number 3. We got a soup, and then we've got 2 spicy sour plates of tam over here. This meal looks great. It smells great too. Wow. This is a gift of a day. The weather is exactly perfect. It is the day you hope for. And because it's middle of the week, we can do something like come here with no other tourists. This is awesome. There are like 100 tables, and I think there are 5 of them occupied. So we got a bunch of food right here, and we're gonna enjoy lunch together. Yeah. Okay, so we got half barbecue and then half fresh salads. A full range of northern Thailand's favorite flavors. I'm gonna start with this one. Kho mu yang is grilled pork neck. Kho mu yang. There's like a yellow tinge to that. You see that? The marinade must have some turmeric in it. It smells incredible. The dip also just looks so good. There really is not too much better in life than Thai barbecue. Oh. Nope. No, there is not. The galangal. The way that galangal hits. Just magical. Smoky, spicy, herbal, but dry herbs, right? That is such a bite. What a flavor package, man. It's sour too. Yeah, it's herbal, it's sour. Kudos to the chef. And this piece of meat, so it's not that fatty, but of course pork neck, there's a lot of fat. I mean, there's a reason why so many people who visit Thailand say that the grilled pork neck salad or mu nam tok in Isaan is their favorite dish. From my seat right here, I don't have much reason to disagree with them either. That is delicious. You could just sit here by the river and just eat plate after plate of this. It would be a day well spent. Whew. How to transition from such a glorious bit of barbecue. Well, porky soup right here. Actually, though, the name of the dish is from this vegetable right here. So this is a gourd green yod fuck mao right here. Minced pork, pork broth, some onions. Just pretty simple, but really in keeping with the mountain dishes that I know from living around here. And a dish like this will complement your barbecue lunch really well. Man, the flavor is like really deep. It's a clear broth, but there is a lot going on in there. I'm getting like anise flavors. Then also, for sure, there's coriander stems, the roots, coriander roots. The green itself, the gourd greens, are just nice and crunchy. So there's a lot to chew on. Man, that is awesome. So there's culantro, there's cilantro, of course, there's a lot of onions. But yeah, that anise flavor is wonderful. Seriously. Fish mint. There's also fish mint in there for sure. And fish mint is a really unique flavor on its own. It took me a minute to pin it down. That is a fantastic soup. I cannot wait for Lee to try this. Wow. Okay, next dish. With a selection like this, after each dish, no matter what it is, barbecue is coming next. So, the next barbecue item, this gorgeous chicken right here. Such an interesting, like orange note to the skin, right? My favorite is the drumstick, so that's what I'm going for. And I am not sad to notice, I think it's the same dip as the first plate, and it was a delicious dip, so don't mind if I do. Kai Yang, one of the most wonderfully easy names to remember. You're going to be eating a lot of this when you visit Thailand. Kai Yang. Wow. It is not very often that barbecue here reminds me of USA barbecue, but the tangy dip. Seriously, that is a Midwest USA barbecue dip right there. That is gorgeous. Wow. A little bit of lemongrass. Also, I don't know if it's makwen or if it's coriander seed, but there's a little bit of zing to that as well. Dude, the North just kills it with dips, with sauces. That is gorgeous. Oh. I had a feeling when we were talking to the grill master, if she was also the chef, it seemed like she would take care of us very well. She knows how to take care of these chickens. The skin is so snappy. It's like wonderful flavor, but the texture too is really nice. I would say it's easy to dry out the chickens when you're grilling that many chickens. Wow. But in the end, I don't know why I doubted her. This is so good, and we're only halfway through. Wow. What a place. What a lunch. What a good day. Haven't even touched the rice yet. So, I noticed this dip, very heavy on the galangal, right? So, ka. There's also a namprik ka, like a dry version of that. This is probably the tangy, sweet dip, maybe more common around Thailand. Yeah, you can see just from the consistency, it's probably much higher sugar content. So, take a thigh section. I actually don't know what section that is, but one more bite. Yeah, that skin really is amazing. I'm glad I tried it once. Wow, yeah. So this is your northern dip right there. Some chilies, but even much more than that is the roasted flavor and then the lemongrass galangal combination. Man. The more generic, tangy, sweet and sour dip, I mean, it's nice for one bite, but no. I already know I'm gonna be dipping every bite of barbecue into this northern dip right there. I mean, it is just excellent. Moving to the first of the two salads. I got one Thai style and one actually Lao style. So we are in northern Thailand, but they still love Lao style Som Tam. This one, Tam Lao, will include fermented fish juice called Pla Ra, always chilies, always salty. The Pala takes care of the salt. But then this one with mango instead of papaya. So I move the crab like that to the side because the crabs are quite sharp, but they add a nice smell and a lot of flavor to the dish. Yeah, and just a umami that you cannot get anywhere else, really. Tam mop muang, pu ba la. Wow. Ultra sour. Quite spicy. Salty, a little bit of sweet. It is fruit, so there's some sweetness from that. Okay, pretty spicy. Wow, the umami though, it just engulfs your entire mouth. Wow. Okay, very spicy. Now it's building. That's actually the best kind of Som Tam, when the sourness is the first, then salty, the spice builds. I can tell that is going to be a tearjerker, actually. There's a lot of chili, but that's awesome. It's not the first thing that hits. And it is not easy to balance all that flavor in such a small serving, you know? Again, the chef really has to be in touch with their ingredients. They have to taste test. Make sure that the bala is not crazy salty. The chilies are, well, I mean, they're pretty spicy, but the mango too. Cut well so that it's the perfect texture. Even the tomatoes, very fresh, very sour. Wow. I need to go back to the rice after that one. That is spicy. That is so good. Wow. Final dish of barbecue. And it is my favorite. Sai ua. Sai, intestine. Ua, stuffed. Saiwa, you could translate as northern herbal sausage, is just delightful. On the grill, they form it into a circle. And just these glowing golden circles will lure you in. Don't resist. You'll enjoy it. Wow. So each area or each restaurant, I mean, they said they make it themselves. So each restaurant will have its own recipe. Saiwa, you can have like more fatty or more meaty as a sausage goes. Then you can have it more herbal or just more spicy. Kind of rare to have the spicy ones, but the herbs, again, galangal just stands out. A lot of lemongrass in this though. The sauce right there has more galangal than this. Lemony. Saiwa, not very spicy actually. Can you see in there? Nice mix of fat. The skin is quite nice. Gives a little pop, a little snap. There's also kaffir lime leaf, just a little bit. Saiwa actually is so well spiced, you don't need a dip. You will never dip saiwa. I mean, the ingredients actually are probably the same as in that dip. It's just pop it in your mouth. Can chase with the cucumber. It is a perfect dish all on its own. Wow. Last, but definitely not least, for our lunch, we have a special, quite unique dish. I've never had this. 16 years in Thailand, I've never seen strawberry Som Tam. Tam strawberry. So yes, actually, if you say the word strawberry, you have learned the word in Thai. Strawberry. It's not native to these areas, so the word is just the same as the word we use in English. You can see the other ingredients, though, are almost the same. Even dried shrimp, a few peanuts, which signify that this is Thai style, Som Tam. The other one meaning Lao style, which has the crab and fermented fish juice. This one is going to be more fresh, much more sour, still spicy, and still some umami, but it's more about the fresh ingredients. And then obviously strawberries. Let's try. Wow, like a lot of sweetness. I mean, yes, they are strawberries, but there's a lime on the side. Yeah, I actually want it a little bit more sour. It's very sweet. I mean, it's wonderfully sweet, but it's mostly sweet. I want a little bit more sourness to go with that. The peanuts are nice. They add that smokiness and richness. I mean, the peanuts are roasted. And then carrots, there's also sweetness from that. Finally, not to be overlooked, the beans, the yard beans. Wow. Yet again, a complete flavor package. This is why I love Thai food. Just that little kick of sourness from the lime juice. This is an insane dish. It's almost like the strawberries are fermented. That scent of alcohol makes it like kind of weird and even way better. There you go. Som Tam with strawberries. Thai genius right there. My knees are getting a bit stiff. So I'm just gonna take my chicken right over here, take my rice, and I'm gonna start round 2 in the river. Yeah, that's cold. It's refreshing though. And hey, I've got a whole plate of happiness right on my lap. Life is good. Life is really good. Wow. Yeah, that water is like actually really cold. Simply the flavors coming through my tongue are enough to combat my entire legs being chilled. Wow. I can share some of my feelings right now. I am just so grateful, and I'm feeling like these are the kind of things that just made me fall in love with Thailand, and it is so good to be doing some of them again. The simplicity of going with your family, or when I lived in Isaan, when I was single, I had a very good teacher friend. She sort of took me into her family, and her kids were the same age as myself, so it was very easy. And we used to take so many trips to do stuff exactly like this. Just go on a Saturday, we didn't have school, we would go and just eat a bunch of barbecue sitting next to the river, usually grilled fish, Isaan style, and just have fun and just see the sights along the way to the restaurant and then go home. That was the whole day. But it was so fun and so good and just so meaningful. And I have so many great memories of stuff like that. Lee and I, on our own, we travel a lot, but we don't do so much like day trip type stuff. So this series of videos that we've done right from our home in Chiang Mai. We have gone to Doi Intanon, we've gone to the flower garden, we've had the fish, the famous trout, don't miss that, and then also the waterfalls in the north. There are lots of waterfalls. I made a video with Lee recommending Mae Yat Waterfall. We went for a local Thai lunch, those to our south of town, and then heading out to the dam. You can take a boat. You can have, I think we also had grilled chicken on that day. That would be number 3. That's the area of the sticky waterfalls. So another thing on my top 5 recommendation list. Okay, moving on, a loop of Samung. Visit the town of Samung, visit the viewpoints. You can have coffee, you can have snacks. That's a great day to just spend the whole day enjoying the sights, the actual views of the mountains around Chiang Mai. And then, last but not least, this day, you come on the river, you come to the rafts. You can take a bamboo raft, actually. You can go visit the elephants. We've made a video of that part of today, but I would say day 5, also on a motorbike. You come with your favorite person like this. You just have some barbecue next to the river. It's perfect. So this is like a little mini series, I guess, the 5 things that I would recommend, the most fun day trips around Chiang Mai. If you're here for a week, do some of them. Don't forget Doi Sutep. I mean, it's iconic, it's wonderful. You can visit the Khao Soi up there, that's amazing. There's also a garden, flower garden, but I think that's a very well-known thing to do. So I'm recommending 5 others that maybe only a local would recommend for you to do when you visit Chiang Mai. Lee, isn't this so fun? Like,
Yeah.
what's your favorite of the 5 that we've done? Doi Intanon, Mae Yat, Samung. What's the name of that dam? Mae Guang, and then Mae Rim. She's easy. She likes them all. It is my first time, so I know that it's your first time as well. How is the strawberry Som Tam?
Interesting.
Yeah. Isn't it kind of like fermented also?
I will
Right?
enjoying more if they are not.
Yeah, it's,
I will enjoy strawberry more if
Yeah.
they are not. But interesting to try. I love strawberry.
yeah.
So it's hard for me to accept they're made into a salty spicy.
Yeah.
So
When we lived in Mahasarkham, we had a ton of different kinds. We had pineapple, we had some weird ones,
I love all of
Luk
those.
yaw,
I like all of those.
but here in the north we have strawberry.
I just don't like fresh fruit.
Yeah,
Fresh fruit sometimes.
yeah,
Look, sweet and spicy and sour.
yeah.
Whew.
ลายมือสวยด้วยตำมะม่วงปูปลาร้าไม่ผงชูรสอร่อยมากครับ I wish I could share more music in the videos, more local music, because they have some northern local Thai music talking about the provinces, specifically Payao province next to Chiang Mai, just talking about the local life, the laid-back life. It's like real Thai music, very unique instruments. called the pin, is like a guitar type instrument. Anyways, Thailand has its own amazing music. And I'm not gonna be able to share much for the copyrights on YouTube. From here, we're gonna summon our energy to go for a hike. So we are gonna go up to Mon Jam, up even another 700 or 800 meters from where we are right now. So got my jacket on again. Let's get on the road. This place, grilled chicken in Merim, spectacular. The name is Nam Nguyen Nang Len. So the name of the shop, by the way, is Ran Nam Nguyen Nang Len. Come to sit by the waters of the north is the name of the shop. We're going up.